cunts, don't forget to click the subscribe button. No more questions from you. Okay, and I mean, I'm telling you, you already know. I told you two things before. If you know 5% as much as I know, you'll be a billionaire. If your communication skills are 5% of what mine are, you'll be a billionaire. You guys already know 5% more. At my stage when I started, I didn't. You all know, not just because I'm teaching you, but you know because you've Googled and he tells me that it works. So well, thank you very much. An accolade from a black guy from Chicago don't mean shit to me, But I know that you're still walking on eggshells. I can tell by the questions. You just there's collateral damage. Have you ever eaten an omelet that didn't have a little bit of eggshell in it? No. Well, in your particular case, you're leaving most of the eggshell in, but you're not going to die from it. Okay. Any other role play? Any other question? No, except for you.
I got it.
You got it. Good. I'm glad. Finally, you got it. Guys, I mean, the world's your oyster. I'm not going to give my closing speech. I give that tonight. But you've seen enough people on the screen that one of them or more than one of them resonate with what they've been through. And it's you discovered or not, you've rediscovered what non-recourse means. But remember, project financing. I mean, virtually almost everybody in the financial institution understands that. And a lot of project financing, not all, but most project financing is non-recourse because it's on the deal. And the property guys get it best because in property, most of the projects are financed based on do they stand on their own 2 feet. So there's non-recourse money. But if you don't ask for it, I can assure you, you're not going to get it. And you ask more than one person at the bank. Because the business development jerk that takes your call to begin with, he doesn't know shit. And the right answer, and remember, call more than one, call 2 or 3 at the same number. He'll tell you or she'll tell you, I'll have to get back to you on that. And in what area? And it's in healthcare or whatever it is, or it's in cybersecurity, or it's in just plain IT, or cemeteries, more whatever the business is. And there will be. And if that bank doesn't have it, then go to another bank. In Britain, there's 541 banks now in Britain. There's only 6 or 8 anybody knows of. But there's Bank of America in London. In America, I stopped counting. There's tons of banks. And when Bank of America has an office in London, it's a lending office only. It's a lending office. They're not there for commercial morons that come in, to cash their check or withdraw money and have an ATM. And so these Bank of Scotland used to have a lending office in Houston. I'm sure they still do. Now that I think about it, it was set up as a project financing office, and these were for big oil and gas deals, natural gas and that kind of thing. But I mean, the year's young. Reframe your goals and affirmations, and go out there and just start pulling the trigger, just like in the movie Scarface. Tony's larger than the Scarface in the movie, but I mean, just keep pulling the fucking trigger and keep reloading. Keep reloading, and you're going to get a lot of shit done. Tonight, I'm going to ask you your goal, not on camera, your goal for this next 12 months. And don't come back and tell me, well, we've only got 11 and a half months. Because some of you, I know that's what you're going to tell me. PhD is going to tell me that. tub of shit that he is. I mean, and there's nothing worse than a Romanian tub of shit. I mean, there's nothing worse than a Romanian tub of shit. And he's going to tell me we only have 11 and a half months. Well, that's too fucking bad. But in the Romanian calendar, 11 and a half months equals 12 months. So don't worry about it, you know. Doyle, you got it now? You ready?
Ready to go.
Okay. Anybody else? Tony, any last words of wisdom for them?
No. Just do it. Just fucking do it.
Thank you. Thank you. And that's where the four words, just fucking do it. You already know more, even I'm saying this sarcastically, even the ones that don't have an industry yet, you know more about that industry than you need to know to make $1 billion. I'm gonna say that real slow. Even if you don't know what industry, or you change industries completely, a complete 180-degree pivot, you already know just out of natural life more about the industry than you need to know to make $1 billion. Which means you don't have to know cock. I know and I look at your eyes still, and I know that's such a foreign concept for you, but it's the fucking truth. Look at, with all his degree, he doesn't know, he ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw off. He's just a fat tub of shit, Romanian shit. And he arguably the smartest guy in the room. Certainly with the most degrees. He also asks the most questions. And then we got little Saddam Hussein here, you know, a sawed-off Saddam Hussein. I don't care, and I'll call the president, fuck him, you know. You should be closer to his end of the continuum than that end of the continuum. Because you really don't need to know. And Patrick's already told you about one of my superstars, who he's known a number of years. And you've seen Anelli and all these guys that have, and you saw the Viking bitch, who hasn't shared shit with you, her best friend over there,
She might have shared one time.
Okay, which I find, that's life. That she didn't share shit with her. That's life. And but I mean, you're gonna rip it. Okay, if there's no more questions, no more comments, I'll see you tonight. What's the schedule tonight? What's it say?
Alcohol and cigars.
Yeah, I understand that. I understand that. What's the schedule say? Does anybody have it in front of them?
7 o'clock.
What?
8 o'clock dinner.
8 o'clock dinner, okay.
Dad, we want to go upstairs. What was it, Jason? The room upstairs?
The tower.
Yes.
No, the tower's locked. We have too many people who get problems up there. They get the Superman syndrome. Now, I'm telling you, we've stopped 4 or 5 people from jumping.
I just want to see the room.
You mean the snooker room, yeah. And the staircase is like this, like a tight ass. I mean, it goes like this. And I mean, we have people slip and fall. You have to hang on to the rope.
I'm good with the tight ass part.
Yeah. I understand that. But remember, sexual transmutation. Now, I don't expect him at his age to be transferring much sexual transmutation over to his business. Why does a dog hump your leg? Because it knows how. He's standing in the back of the room.
Did you use that?
Huh?
Sexual transmutation?
Not very well. I wasn't very good at refraining from sex. I wasn't. In fact, I didn't try it at all, actually. In the spirit of candor and brotherly love, the beginning of the new year, I didn't try it at all. But I drank like a fish, and I'm not suggesting you drink like fishes. I'm sure my body has paid a price, but that's why I know I'm going to live at least to 120. But if I had stayed clean all of my, Last story. My dad died at 91. His older brother was 30 months older, died at 94-ish. And my dad drank like a fish, smoked 6 packs of cigarettes a day for 65 years. And his older brother never smoked, never drank. And he lived 30 months longer. My dad drank at least a fifth a day, plus other shit, and smoked 6 packs a day, unfiltered Camels. And the guy that had no fun, was a goody two shoes, lived 30 months. You can take the 30 months from me. That's fine. You know, I'm gonna ride my body till the parts wear out. I used to say that when I was young, but now the parts have worn out. So there's not many. Well, I better not say. I normally say there's not that many more parts that they can replace on me. But all my organs are healthy, and you know, you guys can rip it. And most of you are young. There's 2 or 3 that are long in the tooth. But you can make a lot of money. And again, money's not everything, but it's the only thing anybody keeps track of. And for those of you that are going to be billionaires, you make the billions and then go out and save the world. Save the world. And, you know, but I'm delegating you to save the world at my behest. You have my permission to save the world. Just post some numbers. We'll see you outside. Thank you. Thank you. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.